Have you ever heard of the fearless pilot who ruled the skies of World War II? A man whose flying skills were so unmatched that no American pilot has ever surpassed his record of 40 aerial victories. This is the incredible story of Major Richard "Dick" Bong, America's ace of aces. Born on September 24, 1920, in the small town of Superior, Wisconsin, Richard Bong grew up as the eldest of 9 kids. From an early age, he was fascinated by airplanes, often watching them soar overhead and dreaming that one day he'd join them in the clouds. After graduating high school in 1938, Bong attended Superior State Teachers College, but his passion for aviation soon took over. He enrolled in the civilian pilot training program, and by May 1941, just before America entered the war, he joined the Army Air Corps Aviation Cadet Program, where his natural flying talent quickly set him apart. By January 1942, Bong had earned his wings and commission as a second lieutenant. Though initially assigned as a flight instructor, it didn't take long before he found himself in the cockpit of a plane that would make him a legend, the Lockheed P-38 Lightning. And Bong wasn't your typical rule-following pilot. He and a few others were once grounded for buzzing the Golden Gate Bridge and performing low-level flyovers at a friend's wedding. But when the war heated up, Bong was sent to the Southwest Pacific, where his true destiny awaited. Assigned to the 49th Fighter Group, Bong's mission was to train pilots on how to master the P-38, but it wasn't long before he was sent into combat. On December 27, 1942, over Papua New Guinea, Bong shot down 2 enemy aircraft, a Mitsubishi Zero and a Nakajima Oscar, earning him the Silver Star. Just days later, he achieved ace status with his 5th confirmed kill, and from that moment, his reputation spread across the Pacific. By mid-1943, now a first lieutenant, Bong's skill and daring maneuvers made him a nightmare for enemy pilots. In one remarkable story printed in an Australian newspaper, Bong even used his P-38's 20 cannon to shoot a crocodile chasing stranded airmen during a rescue mission, proving he'd do anything to save his fellow soldiers. His combat record grew rapidly. On July 26, 1943, he shot down 4 enemy planes in a single day. By August, he was promoted to captain. By the end of the year, his tally had risen to 21 victories. During a brief return home, Bong met Marjorie Vattendahl, a woman who would soon become the love of his life. When he returned to the Pacific, he painted her picture on the nose of his aircraft and nicknamed it Marge. Then came the moment that sealed his place in history. On April 12, 1944, Bong surpassed the legendary Eddie Rickenbacker's World War I record of 26 kills, and even received a personal message of congratulations from Rickenbacker himself. Promoted to major, Bong could have stayed on the ground, but instead, he volunteered for more missions, flying alongside his men, even when he was no longer required to. His courage and leadership saved countless bomber crews from enemy fire. By the end of 1944, Major Bong had achieved 40 confirmed aerial victories, a record that still stands to this day. Recognizing his extraordinary bravery, General Douglas MacArthur personally awarded him the Medal of Honor during a ceremony in the Philippines. When Bong finally returned home in early 1945, he was a national hero. He married Marjorie on February 10th and began working as a test pilot, helping usher in a new era of jet-powered flight. But fate had one final twist. On August 6, 1945, while testing the new Lockheed P-80 Shooting Star, Bong's jet malfunctioned on takeoff. He couldn't eject in time. The ace of aces was gone just weeks before his 25th birthday. Tragically, the news of his death was overshadowed by another world-changing event that same day, the dropping of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Major Richard "Dick" Bong's story is one of courage, skill, and sacrifice. a young man from a small town who became the most successful fighter pilot in American history, and whose legacy continues to soar above the clouds.